Hey cinephiles and critics, welcome back to another movie review. Today is all about weapons, and I'm speechless. It's that good. Now, going into this film, I was cautiously optimistic because I'm not a horror fan, right? Horror isn't a genre I lean to or I desire. But the buzz surrounding this film, the high Rotten Tomato score, things of that nature is, you know what? I'm gonna check it out, right? I have to see what's all the hype about. And look, I'm going to be honest. I judge films off my experience only. My opinions, beliefs, and criticisms are not altered by popular belief or hype. I judge things how I judge them. And this film was fucking amazing. Make sure you can hear me.
It was fucking amazing.
This is a film that I like so much, I have to go in spoilers very early. So, overall, do I recommend this film? Yes, I think the acting is great. The sound design is amazing. The cinematography is beyond amazing. I think for a horror film, the cinematography and sound design never been much more of an impact here, in my opinion, where each shot and each sound design or each little thing has purpose. It sets up a great jump scare. It sets up great tension. It builds suspense. All these things matter. And watching this film from the first frame to the last frame, it was absolutely amazing. I thought the entire cast was brilliant with Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, and others. This film delivered, in my opinion. Once the credits ended, I sat in that day like, damn, bro. A good 2-3 minutes as the credits roll, I'm like, is this a 5? Like, this is a great fucking movie. Like, it's so great. It's so great. I highly recommend this film, and I'm gonna go in spoilers now. There's just so much I want to talk about and just discuss about why I found it so great. And man, for me to do that efficiently, I have to talk about specific details. So spoilers, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think one of the highlights for me for this movie is the writing. The brilliant aspect of the writing is that this film chose to do the chapters route, like Moonlight, like Nope did with Jordan Peele. Like, this film has chapters, and each chapter is a certain character, but it's from their perspective and leading up to the mystery that we soon to be unveiled, basically, right? Because as we know, going in, 17 kids is missing, only one kid left in class, and that's the whole gist, right? And like, what happened, what's going on, right? I think it was 5 or 6 characters. Each character had its own perspective that was so intriguing and interesting, really engaging, to where I was seated, I was locked in. I'm like, I want to know how this person connected to this person. I want to know how this person connected to this person. Like, because I admit I was kind of overwhelmed. Like, okay, this is a lot of chapters. Like, it's really all these characters. I feel like it was kind of excessive, but seeing how it played out, it was wonderfully crafted. And the thing is with horror movies is that I always put myself in their shoes, right? Okay, like, what would I do if I was in this person's shoes? I'm not joking. Each perspective, each chapter, if I was that person in their shoes, I would have done the exact same thing they've done. I'm just being honest. As the film go on, new clues through the perspectives of the chapters just get unveiled, and like, damn, oh, that makes sense. Oh, damn, that's why he was here. Oh, damn, that's why she was over there. Like, everything gets unveiled in a satisfying way, and it just creates this wonderful film, man. It really is a great film. Now, I'm going to be very blunt. If I seen this woman right here, if she's at my doorstep, she is not getting inside my house, okay? I don't give a single fuck. She will not step across that door at all, okay? Cops will be called, or she getting a slam door to the face, okay? I don't give a single fuck, okay? That's where you fucked up at. 2, when it comes to the only kid left, Alex, I'm like, what type of leverage you have over this kid to where he won't spill or tell cops and other people where the kids are. Then they show where the woman, the witch, or whatever you want to call her, she controlling his parents. And so if he spills or if he fucks up or he go against his word, she's gonna make the parents hurt themselves or hurt him or vice versa, right? And personally, I think as a child, during the whole movie, I understand, you know what, that's good leverage. I see why he wouldn't speak. Because personally, if I was a child his age, I probably wouldn't speak either. I'd probably be too scared. I'm still shocked. I can't even fathom or get my thoughts together because this film is really fucking amazing, man. And once again, y'all, this cinematography is so great, man. I'll probably, out of all the attempted scares, probably 80% of them actually got me. Even when the ones I was expecting, I was so engaged in the story, right? And our characters, that when something happened out of the ordinary, it got me. I admit, it did get me. And one thing I love about movies is that we have a protagonist where they're not necessarily a good person, right? Most of the people, the chapters of people we follow, they aren't good people. They're kind of assholes and dicks, honestly, but they all intertwine the story of the mystery of what happened to the children. So that's why we follow them, right? We have the teacher, we have one of the parents, we have a junkie, we have a cop, and we have Alex, right? That's all the chapters. And I think, man, with all these chapters and how they unfolded, how they intertwined, man, that's great writing, in my opinion. I think the writing for this film is above par compared to other horror films, in my opinion. I think the cinematography, man, is so fucking great, man. I know I keep harping on the cinematography, just that there's certain camera shots, right? There's certain one-liners or one-takers, and there's certain pan movements. There's certain zoom-ins and dolly pulls. There's certain camera movements that just shows that the creators took the extra mile, right? They put in the extra effort to do these things to make the audience and myself feel uneasy, right? To feel tense, to feel uncertain about what's about to happen next. And when a film does that, especially horror or a comic book movie or really any film in general, when the film takes the extra mile and put in effort, it goes up in value. It elevates it, in my opinion. And this film does that, in my opinion. This film works perfectly. This is a film I highly recommend. Out of 5, I've been debating this whole time. Just comparing from other films I've seen this year or the horror genre of films, I wouldn't change a single thing. It's a 5. It's 5 out of 5 for me. Another strength this film have is the execution. This film could have easily been botched up or fucked up or feel like convoluted, but even with all the characters and all the storylines meeting at one another, it still flowed great. The pacing wasn't bad because, for me personally, I was intrigued and engaged with the story and the characters themselves about, okay, damn, like, I'm asking myself, what happened? You know, this does seem off. I'm in the theater being Batman mode, detective mode. I'm like, okay, cool. If I was in the shoes, I'll check this out. If I was him, I'll check this out. And in film, it covered all the tracks. One example is, we see all the kids running, right? So, me personally, I said, look, I'm going to a couple kids and I'm going to look at the video footage. I'm going to see which direction they ran. Then I'll get a map, circle their house, straight line direction. One of the characters in the film does that. I'm like, thank you. Like I said, I love seeing characters in horror movies have somewhat of IQ, right? Like, that's just satisfying to watch. Instead of the casual, dumbass people that make stupid ass mistakes that no one would do. Like, they're just such a cliche and it's so annoying. This film had characters that actually had IQ and was smart and had instincts to know what the fuck is going on about their kids. The fuck, like, it's your kid. The fuck, if it was my kid, I'd be Batman mode, detective mode, yes, all day, 24/7 until I find out what the fuck happened. Just being real. This film is worth the watch for sure. I think there's value in this film, even if you're not a horror fan or don't find the film entertaining or whatever. I think there's value to be found in the performances, cinematography, sound design. Like, I think some aspect you're gonna like in this film. but obviously film not for everyone, or it's subjective. But I think this film all around for me worked. It worked really well, really well. 5 out of 5. If y'all seen it or have the same opinions I feel, let me know down below. And yeah, this is my review for Weapons, and thanks for watching.